Hello guys and welcome back. I'm a guest on the channel Lu Legends. No, just a joke. He's gonna make the video. I'm just here for nothing. I just want to say the intro, so have fun.
So, hello guys, hallo Leute. Und für die Deutschen erstmal, das ist ein englisches Tutorial zu dem CDK-Editor. Ihr wisst ja aus meinen Filmchen hier. Und for everyone who's English, this is an English tutorial for the CDK editor for War Thunder. This is the English version. I will make a German version some months later. You know how recently my videos are releasing, so every 4 months. You know me, I'm just lazy. So we start then with the tutorial. So when you open the CDK, I hope installing you all are not so stupid. I hope you are intelligent enough to get that. So when you're opening it, you will see this, and then you can here is the maps you can open. I think on first start you only will have the button .bin, but you can go on open new file, then you click OK, and then you see all maps here that you have on your in your game folder of War Thunder. So let's just take a random map, something that sounds alright. Eastern Europe. Let's take this. Then the CDK will load. That will take some time. It's dependent on how strong your CPU is, how fast it's going to load. Normally it's loading a bit faster for me, but at the moment I think my game just committed suicide. CDK. Now it's low. Haha. So you will see this. You can left click on this area, and then you press space. Then you can look around. You know, with VASD you move, with Shift you move faster. I think it was I don't know which. Yes, E and Q is for moving the camera up. You see. And C is for moving the camera down. I normally don't use this because I normally just go around like this. And you have the whole map. Normally you only play, when you play War Thunder, you only see this. That's normally what you see. But you can make your CDK, your mission everywhere. It's not important where. It's just here where Gaijin uses this map for. Some maps are bigger, some maps have big cities, like the Berlin map. It's quite big. You can fly far away from the normally played tank battles where in Berlin, so you have much where you can build. That's very helpful because you don't have to use some tricks to make the time right, so you just can use this very easily. So first thing you start, you're going on the right side on mission settings, yes? Then you're going to open this mission, and then you go take a name. That's important. When you don't do a name in there, it won't work. We just make video test. It's German, but it's not important. Description, something. It's not important. It's what others will see for this mission. You can type everything in there. It's not important. I think you will use this mission with your friends or for you alone, so you can type there anything in you want. For type, I usually go with event, because in event you can do the most. There are less restrictions. And level, you have to you put the level in that you're currently running, so that the coordinates from your props are right, and when you play something here on the street, when you don't have that right on the right, the coordinates are wrong, and it can happen that your unit spawns somewhere else. That's because it's important. Because of this, it's important that you put the right one in here. And I think I took AVN Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe is right, but I don't know if I took AVH or AVN. Eastern Europe, AVH. I think always look before I can see it up here. Or no, I can't see it up there. It's just look that you put the right thing in there in the levels, so you don't have the problems that your units spawn wrong. I don't know if I did it yet. If I did it right, I hate English. But we will see when I'm testing this later out. So here is just game type params. You can put tickets in there, can put capture and many more. I usually don't use that. I usually only put tickets in there so you can play it. I think you have to use one of these. I use tickets because you can put the tickets so high that the game won't stop. So that's some tricks you can use here. This is limited fuel, limited ammo, and I don't know what that means. Never used, never saw one using that. Limited fuel and limited ammo is just that you can change these when you're starting the mission later, where you can when you make a private game you can choose when there is limited ammo and fuel or not. So you don't have this to put here in here, or you want it to always be like this. Then you have to put it in here. So, but most of the time it's just completely unimportant. So versus params, I also don't use this because most of these things you can change also in the game starting settings. So that's also not very important. Yes, I don't use this. Never used, never will use. Race params also not important like the football. Single player also you don't need a weather. Weather you can use. That's the time. You see this auch. You see this also in the game when you change the time, like the sun moves. It's getting darker. It's getting brighter. So you can dawn and night, day. You can put some times in here. Yeah, but I usually make the mission in day, and then when I want it to be another time, I change it later, so I don't have the problem when it's night and I don't see really good. So here's also the weather. Important, you can't. This is one when you have to change it in the CDK. Later in the private game starting options, you can't change it. You have to change it here, or it won't work. You can take here cloudy, good, clear, rain, thunder, blind. Yeah, you see this always. That's good that you see what you are doing. So whether you change this, you have to change this if you want it to be not the standard. You can't change it in the game. Yes. So other params also don't use these. I don't know what they are doing. Don't ask me. Ask someone else. So then that's the most important things. So then you close mission, and then here's player team A and player team B. So if you want to play alone or with friends, if you want to spawn, just if you want to spawn, you have to go up here. You see this symbol? Create unit. That's with the tank one. You take that and then you put one down. Yeah, it takes some time. And it's not placing. Oh yes, it's doch. Yes, it had placed. So then you can open another menu where you can change the unit. So in that, can you open right here in the object props properties? That's one on the left where my mouse cursor is right now. Then you have this one here, the object properties. Then you can take this one, and here you can change the type. So you take, if you want someone to spawn, you take the tank models, and then you take a class, the dummy. So it's not changing to the dummy. Two objects, why are two objects selected? When two objects are selected, it's not working right. So over here you can change the way how you move your prop. I have some problems with the CDK right now. I have to mention the CDK is not working the best. So they're like the Arma 3 manager, what manager? The where you can make missions is way better. This is very old and clanky. Ah, there's my AA dummy. So if you see right now my camera's very fast. You can go here over at the top on settings, then you go on cameras, and then you can change here the move speed on free camera. Sorry, here the move speed. Usually to do this on 100 and the turbo on 1000 because or else it's way too fast. Then you see I'm much faster, so I can more easily go around here. So you see this one, that's a dummy. I can't. Why I can't? I can, but it's not working quite right. Yes, again problems with the CDK. I love it. The CDK won't work today. I see. But yeah, you put that on the ground. This plane you don't need. I don't know why it's not working at the moment. Nee, it won't move. I can't select this fucking dummy. I delete this plane right now. Yeah, something isn't going quite right about here. So I move and do this again. So now I'm trying it again. So you select it, then you go on type. You can take here the tank models. You can take here everything. Almost every vehicle that exists in the game is in here. I think it's all. I don't know if it's all, but there are many. All playable you see also in here. I don't know why it's so bugged. But you have here the dummy. The dummy is right now on team 2. That is team B. You can change it here. Also, when you play something, you can make it over here at the top. You can also there tank models, and then you can put down, let's take 3, 4, 5, if I can count. He's not placing it. Now he's placing it. He's not placing it. Yeah, but you can place it. Maybe it's because of the capturing it right now, recording, that it's not working at perfect. Nay, they are just bugged under the map. Okay, alright. I see. 5 objects selected. I want to select one at a time. You move out there. You out there. So like this. You put always the dummies for the spawns. You put always out of where you make your mission, because I don't know if they can be destroyed and then you can spawn. I don't know. Just for safety reasons, put them out at the out of the mission. So to change the properties, you need to select everyone each. That's kind of hard. That's kind of pissing me off. So then you have here 2 teams. I usually change the name to team 1 spawn. So we have done then here team 1 spawn. Then I copy this, go on this last one, and also here. Then I go, this team 2, oh yeah, that's team 2. Yeah, I love it. Select. So the name is completely, you can put there anything in. It's just for you, for yourself, that you know what you're seeing when you go over another menu. So you find your units. Yeah. So and then I copy it in here. Let me select. So copy. So like this, and then you go here over the wing. Put how many you want in here. You open these. So I have 3 for everyone. This is team 2. This is team 1. That's important. Team 1 are the green ones. So then you go here, team 1, player A, team A, and then you take team 1, spawn team 1. Then I take these, then another team 2, spawn team 02. I messed up with the naming. So but that's right. Then team 2 spawn, team 2 spawn, and the last one is this without a number. So jetzt now you have the possible players that can join. So 6 players can join, 3 each team. So but they can't spawn. You just opened a possibility that someone joined. There's no spawn where they join, where they where they spawn. So then you go over here and take this sphere symbol, and then you take it and left click, and then normally you can drag, but yeah, it's not doing well. It's everything joining down the. Did he activate the grid? I think, yeah, it activated the fucking grid. The grid, I hate the grid. You can activate the grid over here, and I absolutely hate it because it makes your work not better. It makes it harder, and now I can. Yes, monsieur. So rescale is this here. Okay. I can't rescale it. I delete it at the moment and place a new one. Aha, now it's working. We'll take a sphere, so then let's move it around on the ground, move it over here. If you want to have 2 spawns, you have that what I make now, you have to do double, yes? You have to make a second sphere somewhere, but I just present it to you with 1 spawn, yes? So I don't make more work I have to do so easily. So I always rescale it a bit, make it a bit smaller, because all in here you can spawn later. The tanks or planes can later spawn. If you want to make planes, put a sphere in sky so you don't instantly crash on the ground. That's not what you want, trust me. So then you open over here this little symbol with this little with G, the properties and trigger. then you can normally, this would be here, but something's not working right again and again. Triggers. Delete triggers und dann Trigger. Now. Jetzt. So, when you are here, you go on. First thing you do is you can name it. That's always the best. I type in spawn. So then you periodic event. No, you go init mission. So it's always active. When you're trusted with the programming that Gaijin uses, I think you can program here, but I don't know which program language they use. Don't ask me, ask Gaijin. And I don't know if you really can use it in here. I think you can use it in here because there's also here a console where you can write things. But don't ask me, I don't know. So you go on condition, and I think you had to put nothing in here. I think for the spawn you don't need this. But you need actions. In actions you put oh, I forgot the name. I have to look. Mission. I think it was a mission. Mission mark as respawn point. You have to use there. Mission mark as respawn point. So then you put the target and area 1. So you give it a name. That's the name that will pop up in the game for the spawn. Let's just name it tanks spawn, so you know what I mean later. Then you go team. Here you can put a team in. You can took A or B. That's team 1 or 2. Or you can make it that both teams can spawn in there. I make films. I usually make that both teams can spawn in there, so it's more easily for me, and then I don't have to make more for this spawn. So you can put here tags. In the tags, you can decide what can spawn in there. And if you want to make a tank spawn, you usually go here, make tank, and then you mark it. Now every tank can spawn there. Nothing else, only tanks. And I think for the spawn, that's everything you have to do. Spawns are really easy. That's the most simple things you can make with the CDK. And you can put everything here. You can also make waypoints. There are up here. But if you want to make more things with the CDK, the tutorials where I learned it, I will put them in the description. You can watch them. They are way better than mine. This is just a simple one where you see how it's working. Some simple things. But look in the description if you want to learn more about it, because I also don't know much about this CDK because it's so weird and often don't work because of something that's completely random. So now we want to save it. I usually open the console, so I see if there's something went wrong, because the console says when you save it and there's something wrong. The console is really a helpful thing. You can save it just here, or you can decide where you want it to save. I usually go where I decide, and I type in tutorial. Yeah, my English is always again dying. Tutorial. You see here my news is this one. You will see a teaser for this someday. I think this month or next month you will see the the teaser for the next cinematic. So tutorial, then you, for all English users, there should be stand safe. It's German for me, so you click there. Then it's saved, looking for level names, the blah blah blah. Here, so it's green, everything worked. Now, if you wanted to play it in War Thunder, you open your Discord usually. I'm a bit scared to open my Discord. Let me go over UBS and shut it for a second down. So you go on your Discord and then you go on a server and then so like this. So now I can show you my Discord again. So you go in here, then you open your folder where you saved it, and normally for me it's always in the start where the last one I changed, and then you go push it in here, then you send it, then you press right click, copy the link, copy paste it in here. Then the most important thing, or else it won't work, you take the S aus der HTTPS, you take the S away, so it's a HTTP link. Then you take this link, copy it. You usually start War Thunder. I don't know where I have War Thunder. War Thunder is on update for me. That's quite bad. But when you're in War Thunder, I know why it's not working. My CDK, my PC, Steam, this piece of shit just started a fucking download. So when you're in game, you usually go on the left upper side on custom. You take the custom. You know where you make a custom match. You opened it, then you go when you select the map. There on the top there is where it's called mission with URL. There you can paste your URL in, and then you can play it. If you need some more help, look for other tutorials. I also will link the tutorials in the description. These tutorials are way better because also their English is way better, because I'm not English, I'm not British or American, so don't trust my English and trust the English from them.
Trust me instead.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You just got me. So, watch in the description, watch the videos if you want to know more about the CDK, and we see us next time, hopefully, and bye.